you want some coffee?
Would you like Starburst?
Okay, so I'm just going to read all of this and then start asking you guys some questions. This will kind of explain it if you have any more questions. Okay, so good evening and welcome to our session tonight. Thank you for taking the time to join our discussion about coffee and Starbucks. My name is Amanda Taylor and I represent Stu Group La Vida Mocha from the research group. Assisting me is Taylor Kennedy, Dakota Miller, and Sarah Felix. We've asked you all here to find out more about how students feel about Starbucks. We invited students from various majors and academic classifications to share their perceptions and ideas. For the overview, you were selected to participate in this group because you have certain things in common that are of particular interest to us. You are all college students between the ages of 18 and 24 who have been to Starbucks within the last 2 weeks. We are particularly interested in your views because you are loyal to the Starbucks brand and other students may have similar views. Before we begin, let me share some ground rules. This is strictly a research project and there are no sales involved. Please feel free to speak up because we believe that each person's comments are important. We are tape recording the session so that we don't miss anything. If several people are talking at the same time, the tape will get garbled and we'll miss your comments. So we ask that only one person talk at a time. We will be on a first-name basis tonight, but in later reports about the discussion, no names will be attached to the comments. You may be assured of complete confidentiality. Keep in mind that we're just as interested in negative comments as positive comments, as both can be helpful to us. Our session will last 45 minutes to an hour. Are there any questions? Nope. Nope. Cool. So to begin, we're just going to kind of go around and we want you to say your names and the last experience that you've had with Starbucks. So.
My name is Abby. My last experience with Starbucks was a few days ago when I bought a pumpkin spice latte.
My name is April, and I only drink pitch black coffee, so when I go to Starbucks, that's all I order.
My name's Seth. Last time I was at Starbucks, I just got a regular black coffee.
My name's Paige. The last time I went to Starbucks, I got a caramel macchiato.
My name is Jordan, and my last experience with Starbucks was exactly 45 minutes ago. When I rode with a friend to the drive-thru, and we got 2 drinks, a warmed up brownie and an oat milk cup.
Wow.
And the drive-thru lady asked us about the year of the car we were driving. It was 2014.
My name's Kelsey, and I went to Starbucks this morning, and I got an iced Americano soy.
My name's Kaylee, and I went yesterday, and I got a caramel macchiato.
Good choice.
Alright. So we kind of went through this, but how do you guys usually get your coffee? Do you do decaf, fancy, not fancy? You know?
I did the same thing every single time. Iced caramel macchiato.
I just tried the caramel macchiato yesterday. Somebody recommended it, but I normally get a frappuccino.
Did you get hot or cold?
I got hot.
You could try it on
It's
ice.
way
Really?
cold.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
love
it.
It was good hot, but I didn't want something cold.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
Has to be black coffee.
About as plain as it goes.
Yeah.
I always get hot drinks.
Fancy if I drink coffee. I usually go after the chai though.
Their whipped cream's gross.
I feel that if it's too fancy, then it's not really coffee, and if it's not hot, then it's not coffee. So I prefer to burn my tongue on it.
What other coffee brands have you consumed in the last month?
Dunkin' Donuts. Blueberry.
Like you're going to purchase it or like in your own home?
Either.
Folgers.
My Keurig. I don't know the brand of mine. It's just yeah, it's on my Keurig. Just those little
That was mine too.
pods.
Caribou.
Aspen.
Why not ice cream? I don't drink coffee that often. I usually do.
Oh, I did, what's the Dope Oaks? I had that one too. I was from some other country. Whatever.
So you guys usually like variety with the coffee that you have, or you get the same thing every time? Everybody like that?
About the same
I
thing
mean,
every time.
around like holidays when they come out with the special drinks, like I'll like try one, but usually I get the same thing. Pretty consistent.
I always try different stuff. don't like that's coffee, so.
What are the most important reasons that you buy coffee?
To wake me up, yeah.
Does it taste good?
I have a problem.
Waking up, yes. Definitely need to wake up in the morning.
Is there anything else comes to mind?
To warm me up in the winter.
That's true.
Thanks.
How important is coffee to you on a daily basis?
I don't have it every day.
I don't have it. I have it.
I'm too broke to buy it every day and too lazy to make it every day. So it doesn't play a key role in my life.
I'll probably have maybe like 2 cups a month.
Yeah.
Because it's like offered to me.
She has 2 cups a day.
Usually.
I used to drink it nightly, but
Yeah, I could like drink a cup before I go to bed and it
it puts me to sleep.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks I'm crazy when I say that, but
No,
I'm
I
like,
feel ya.
it's just because it's warm and it's soothing and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
I usually have like a cup a day.
Well, 3 cups a day, keeps me moving. I'm not very frequent.
So, what would you say you go to Starbucks for?
Coffee.
Coffee.
The chai tea. Of
I-
course, chai tea. Because you get make a 25-cent donation to children's education.
I actually used to go for their breakfast sandwiches too.
They're
Yeah.
good breakfast sandwiches.
Had one this morning.
The water is really good there too. If you get like an iced water.
I've heard
Still
that.
water?
No, Starbucks
They
just
like
has this
filter
really good
it like
iced
a
water.
bunch of times.
Yeah.
Okay, they built, I was like.
Yeah. The atmosphere also.
Yeah.
The water tastes like coffee?
It has a distinct flavor, and I'm a big water person.
I think the water can taste different too.
Yeah, I have like specific brands.
Yes.
Some people say that water all tastes the same. I'm like, no, you don't have good taste buds.
Starbucks
They're
water.
inadequate.
Really good service too.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially the one in Stillwater.
I always smile when I leave Starbucks.
Yeah. The drive-through people in Stillwater are like
The best people ever.
exceptional, like at their job.
If you wait like more than 5 minutes for your drink for free.
Yeah,
Huh.
because my friend and me went like last week, and she was like, "I better get this free." I was like, "Why are you even saying that? You're not gonna get your coffee for free." You're like, "Here you go, drinks on us." And I was like, "How'd you know?" And she was like, "I waited more than 5 minutes."
And like during finals week too, we do it sometimes like
I think they make a complicated order.
Yeah.
Sometimes just the people watch. See interesting characters.
The smell is also. I like the smell.
I think we've kind of done this one already, but what's the name of your favorite Starbucks drink?
Oh my god.
I don't really have a favorite because it depends on my mood what I order. Like sometimes I like really sweet stuff and sometimes I like black.
Does it have to be like coffee?
Hmm.
Okay. I
Water.
venti.
Just water.
Venti iced chai tea has to be iced, and I don't like. It's kind of weird. I don't like more than 7 ice cubes in my drinks. I don't tell them that. But
Disclosure, this is the most detailed-oriented person I've ever met in my life, and
Yeah.
everything he talks about in his life is so specific, so.
So 7 ice cubes.
Don't forget it.
Actually, their passion tea lemonade, forgot about that. Oh, it's so
Only
good.
for summer though.
The
Yeah.
green tea.
Yeah.
I actually brew that at home, and it's really good. And they do the same thing there. Like I brew their brand, so green tea.
Finish this sentence. People who drink coffee are.
Awesome.
There's all different kinds of people that drink coffee.
Coffee drinkers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, free. Free. I think free people drink coffee. Like liberated people, independent people. Does that make sense?
No.
Elaborate.
I don't know. I think that like the
I'm pretty sure there's people in the world that aren't free that drink
like
it.
no, it's okay. So like the I feel like people who drink coffee are very like independent upon themselves, and they're very like non-conformist. I guess. Does that make sense?
think about all the little white girls getting the pumpkin spice though.
Oh,
That's
true.
conformist right there.
I'm not thinking that. I'm thinking like,
Hipster.
yeah, more like.
That's like
indie.
ass.
Like going to hang out at a coffee shop.
Like
Yeah.
local coffee shops, that's what it's like Starbucks, definitely.
Okay, so
it's
we
pretty
entertain-
basic if you go to Starbucks.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, I'm changing this. I'm changing my attitude.
we just shot
People
you
who
down.
drink
Sorry.
coffee are basic. No, can I just stick with 3? I'm just- Three.
So you think Starbucks is more like corporate, like business person, more than like young hipster?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's true, because like you said, a lot of like
People
silly
even post
girls-
on Instagram, typical white girl
Yeah.
hanging Starbucks.
Pumpkin spice latte.
Yes.
Alright, what is your ideal coffee experience like?
Not burnt.
3.
I was about to say, we're on the same page here.
That's what everybody
Free and sweet.
Not getting my name spelled wrong on the cup. You know they do that on purpose?
I saw that article about that and
They do it to piss you off,
Why?
to see your reaction.
it's entertaining.
It's entertaining to them.
It's
It's a
like
way
something to
of,
get them out of their routine every day.
yeah,
Different.
like they like spell it like in ways that they know it's gonna be wrong, just to see how.
And then I saw something where they were like, so when they finally spell it right, you're all
You're like,
excited, like,
oh,
oh, yeah, they
yes,
finally got it.
Yeah.
Does anybody else have anything to add?
Wait, what was the question again?
What's your ideal coffee experience like?
Oh, wow, I thought you were gonna ask something else.
I was excited.
I mean, I think the lighting has to be like
Like
like a low lighting situation.
Like a peaceful
Yeah,
situation.
with wood. It has to have like like it has to have like a dark wood.
Mahogany.
Yeah, maybe along that line.
You're writing that
No, I said no light.
Low light with like
down.
yeah,
Mahogany wood. What kind of mug would you like?
CNN or George Bush is the ones I drink out of every day.
Okay.
Preferably stated though.
Yeah.
When you hear the name Starbucks, what's the first thing you think of?
Coffee. Yep.
Yeah.
Green.
The logo.
Anything else?
Medusa.
None.
The hair.
They kind of look like tire tracks, so you'll notice I think of tire tracks. The hair, does that make sense?
Yeah.
It does.
So besides the first word, what's the first concept that might come to mind about Starbucks?
Necessity.
Concept. What do you mean by concept? So then you just completely butchered that with because.
No, that was right. Like concept, like what is the first, not just a word, but what's the first like imagery? What do you think of? Like, do you think-
Relaxation.
Yeah.
Think of a dark room.
I think coffee booth.
Like what concept do you think they're picturing? Like when you go there, what concept are they trying to sell?
Fast
Cheerful.
paced.
I feel like delicacy, like they're really careful with their coffee, like they
Homey.
take time to like
Homey.
grind it finely
Homey
and like,
cozy.
they're just like careful with it,
Yeah.
they care.
Like a nice candle.
They should make some candles.
They should.
Ooh.
Starbucks candles.
Yes, I'd buy one.
That's actually a good idea.
Oh, don't
Right,
no,
copyright it.
That's what I did.
I'm in on
We
this.
come together on this. It was I said candle first.
Yeah, but you say Starbucks candle. You
I mean, I
you were
was-
saying cozy, fire.
Well, all three of us,
Okay.
we'll just start out with
Whatever.
But I get more than that.
Sure.
No.
I'll take anything.
Mm-mm. 3 ways.
Okay, so what do you consider to be the most important part of your experience at Starbucks?
If they get my drink right, they always put whipped cream on it. I ask for whipped cream. I never say you let's drink it. It's bad.
I like to hear the loudness of all the machines.
Interesting.
I like the interaction at the cash register.
Mm-hmm.
don't know, it has to be a good conversation, I guess.
Music's usually fun.
I think it's about the coffee for me.
Music
Like, I
is a
want my
huge
coffee to be
deal for me,
right
too.
because I'm paying for it, so. And I don't like having to ask, like, if it's on, like, I probably won't say anything, but it's gonna make me mad because I just paid for something that I didn't want.
Anybody have anything else?
It's quick, that'd be great. Sometimes I'm just in a hurry.
Okay. In what ways do you find Starbucks to be different than McDonald's?
In every way, shape,
The atmosphere, the quality,
the service, the price. I love McDonald's.
I love McDonald's.
That's my favorite,
The
one of my
McDonald's
favorite
in-
places.
The McDonald's in my hometown and the Starbucks in my hometown
Mhm.
have like similar atmospheres.
Mhm.
Like it's like really nice inside.
Dark
so
wood.
yeah, dark wood. Like there's like crystal chandeliers in the McDonald's.
Where are you from?
Flower Mound, Texas.
Oh.
Yeah, so I don't know. I kind of put them in the same group actually. From where I was raised, I guess.
I mean, McDonald's is a fast food place,
I feel
and
like-
Starbucks isn't really fast food.
I feel like it's a classier place, Starbucks.
But like compared to Starbucks coffee you drink if you ever go to McDonald's and get like the same thing, like how would you compare it?
I don't,
Mm-hmm.
I haven't. Although I wasn't gonna go get a free cup the other day, line's too long.
I feel like with McDonald's, it's more, how do I describe the flavor of coffee? It's more roasted, a more roasted flavor, I think.
They don't have much variety in
Mhm.
coffee.
Yeah.
You don't have-
They have- they
Flavor
have
is,
few,
but,
but they
I
can't
mean,
go and get a
Not the
slice
expensive
of
use of
latte
Starbucks.
from McDonald's.
Okay. In what ways is Starbucks different than Dunkin' Donuts?
Never been to Dunkin' Donuts.
I just have the kind from like the store, but I don't know. I have no idea. I make it myself and Starbucks I don't, so.
Dunkin' Donuts just doesn't have the same atmosphere as Starbucks. It's like more low key, not as fancy, I guess, as a Starbucks.
Isn't it more primarily donuts than?
Yeah, it's like
coffee?
their focus is on donuts, where Starbucks is focuses on like drinks and coffee.
But then a lot of people are gonna get coffee with their donuts.
Right.
Yeah,
They go in
sure.
there
Right.
too.
Tell me about the foods that you've gotten at Starbucks.
Delicious.
Ooh, their cake pops, their pumpkin
The-
loaf, their breakfast
pumpkin
sandwiches.
Their lemon,
The
lemon
lemon
pound cake.
pound cake is
Yes.
so good. The white icing on the top.
During Christmas, they have like polar bear cookies that are really
Ooh.
good.
Oh yeah, those are so good.
And then I've had a lot of food from Starbucks.
Yeah.
Their blueberry like streusel muffin is
Oh, I've had that. That's good too.
Lord help me, so good.
The-
And then their sandwiches
yeah,
in the
the
morning.
tomato,
The breakfast.
mozzarella, basil, flatbread.
Oh, that just sounds good.
It's
Okay,
so
well,
good.
I don't like tomatoes, but
There's a chicken one too that's really good.
the
And they have red
egg,
onions.
I had the sausage, egg, and cheese.
That's what I have this morning.
sausage, egg, and cheese,
English
and then
muffin.
ham and cheese is good.
The brownies are really good too. You can request for like them to be warmed up and it's really good.
Yeah, if you do the muffin, you have to get it warmed up before you eat it. What else did I had their like raspberry swirl pound cake, and that was really good too.
The birthday cake pop
It was
is the best one out of the three.
Okay, I only knew there was two. The birthday cake and then the other one's like the salted caramel.
Caramel,
That
yeah.
one's really
Yeah,
good.
that was
salted
good.
caramel is really good. But like you have to get the birthday cake
What's
one.
the other one?
There's like
I
I
think
don't know right now, but I know there was
there
at
is
one point
three.
red velvet at one point.
There is
Oh,
a
there is a
velvet,
red
yeah.
velvet.
Okay, that's what I thought, but it wasn't.
I got Starbucks cake pops. Was it last year for my birthday? It's a cake.
There's
They're
like-
really good.
there's
My mom was
some
like, I need a
ones.
bunch of those.
Yeah.
I have a cake pop maker.
I do too. But it's good. Starbucks are better.
Yeah.
Yep,
Of course.
absolutely.
The birthday cake
Mhm. That's all I got.
one. Good.
Like their, that like cinnamon coffee
Sorry.
cake they have.
And then
Really
roast
good.
coffee for you, lovely, thank you.
Okay. How do you feel that the options of food at Starbucks are?
Pretty good. Like they have like grilled cheeses and stuff.
I think
like-
it's just enough. I don't think they need any more.
Yeah, it's like the perfect amount
Mhm.
of, like it's not too little, but it's not excessive either.
And it's all grab and go,
Mhm.
which is convenient.
Very.
You can eat everything at Starbucks in your car
Mhm.
and not feel
Yeah, messy.
Yeah, or like.
Yeah. It's like convenient.
Yeah, convenient.
Like everything's at your, I don't know, it's like, so like handheld, you know?
You know, yeah. I get what
That's good.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. What would your perfect food selection look like at Starbucks?
Like if you had to,
Have a
if
good
you,
meal.
no, like if you got Starbucks to make something on their menu that you would like, we'll go that way.
Bacon grilled cheese sandwich.
Yeah, that's actually a good
That
thing.
sounds really good, so.
Hey,
Do
Nick.
you guys have it on the strip, the bacon, the macaroni and cheese? Had it like 4 times.
Isn't that a
Good.
Hooks? What time do they have it, like late
At
at night?
night.
What time do they actually close?
8. No,
I've heard 8, 10, and 2, so I don't know.
They reopened it from like 2.
They have it on their website, I looked into it.
I looked at it and then I looked on their Facebook and it was completely
Different,
different,
yeah.
so I don't know.
Okay, well.
I feel like they pretty much nailed all of the main things that I
Yeah,
want
they
at
just
a
had
coffee shop.
breakfast food.
Be better if they just gave like a tiny piece of bread though, so I like to eat my coffee with.
Do you think it would be better if they simplified their menu to just breakfast instead of expand it further to lunch and dinner?
No, I still
Yeah.
think this stuff is simple enough that.
That's what's around.
I like lunch and dinner.
it too complicated? No.
Okay, we're passing around some pictures. We just want to look at these different types of food and which ones do you think belong in Starbucks? And which ones don't? Kind of describe what food you have too when you're talking about it.
And everything I'm seeing like looks like
That all
something
bad.
I would get there. It's all kind of like grab and go kind of stuff. Sandwiches.
No, that's not easy.
Cakes.
Those are like little
Okay, this is necessary.
This, no, too much.
No.
That's too much. You don't go to Starbucks and eat a sandwich, you get it there on the go, like, I wouldn't ever order that.
Okay, maybe
I'm just debating with him, I'm not making him have that opinion.
No, yeah, no, just discuss it out loud.
this is a good one.
And what is that one?
It's
It's
a wrap.
It's a thinner version of this wrap, that one's too
Is
big.
this supposed to be the same thing?
That one's too big.
This one is too
That
big.
reminds me of one you can get a quick trip.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is too much.
You think
I
so?
This-
They have, this is.
This is
Good.
necessary.
This is
This-
Starbucks.
good,
Yeah, that's, yeah, they have.
not feeling this.
I'm almost positive.
See, okay, this is the birthday
Yeah.
cake cup pop, guys. Get them next time. The pink ones.
Are you an advertiser for Starbucks or
Yeah.
something?
All of this.
I think
little
you'd be a good
ones.
one.
Yeah. This is the lemon pound cake.
And that one's a raspberry swirl.
Yeah. But this, I think, belongs.
I
Why?
don't.
See,
Thank
okay,
you.
but if
That was in there.
let's say you're not a breakfast person and you need to go get lunch.
They have to
They still have, yeah, they still have
Okay,
lunch.
but
That
That is
is,
what a Panera.
yeah,
But
You
this
can't
is
eat that in your car, it's not convenient.
thank you.
That's gonna get everywhere.
That's the whole point. It
so if
should
we
be able
get
to-
rid of this, will they still have the beans?
Yeah, because paninis like
Squish.
squish, like you don't have to worry about things like falling out of it,
Okay,
like.
then no on that.
I mean, it's your opinion, but we're just
I know,
saying.
but I want the panini.
We're just tearing you down.
You're wrong.
What was that one?
This
Yeah.
looks like a turkey sandwich with lettuce and Swiss cheese on some type of
Yeah.
herb bun.
That's a no-go too.
Yeah, it's too
Too
big.
thick.
I can't really see this.
So
Maybe
elaborate,
a
why,
dainty item.
why is the thickness a problem for you?
Too heavy. It's
I want them to be dainty.
too
Just,
big.
like I said, it's the grab and go.
Yeah.
Like that's just I don't know.
I just
That
feel like
works
no one's like,
lightly.
I'm starving, let's go
Let's
to
just
dinner at
start
Starbucks.
Yeah.
Like it's something like just kind of like on the go, like light, like
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'm at Starbucks. Well, that kind of looks good. Like it's not something
Yeah.
you have to be like super hungry for, but.
Yeah, these aren't easy. Like I'm gonna bite out of this sandwich and this tuna salad's gonna drop on my lap.
And just like
Can't do it.
you wouldn't like go get coffee and
Be like, I want tuna.
Or
Yeah.
even like, I don't want a big burger, I want a big sandwich.
Yeah.
Like you go to get something that's light
I want
and
some of
hang
those
out.
grapes and goat cheese that they have in little plastic.
I've never tried goat cheese. I'm curious.
I think they have goat cheese.
That looks good, these two. That, just, not feeling it. Those two front ones are good.
I still don't like the bread on the bottom. I think
This
they need
one?
to- Yeah, I think they need to keep with the like, English muffins.
Yeah, I agree. But, I mean, I still think I would order that. But those, I don't even know what that is and, don't sell that.
So, yeah. These are just too big and messy for
I can't
Starbucks.
explain some reasoning,
Yeah.
but I have.
Okay.
Do you agree with that? Do you agree with that?
Easily a million hits.
Yeah, can we put this on?
That's what I do.
Oh, good.
Jesus.
Viral.
Any mixed feelings over here?
They just look too busy.
That's
Need to be light.
a good explanation. They're just too busy.
So just snacks, pretty much.
Says off the
Something
list.
Yeah, they just keep to the baked goods.
Do you disagree with us?
I can agree.
Alright, so how then would you feel if Starbucks began offering a full lunch menu?
Not
Mm.
happy
They don't
about
get too
it.
busy. It's already so
Yes.
busy.
I'm not feeling it.
No.
Too much going on. I'd probably eat there a lot less if they had that.
I feel like I would be like, okay, I'm gonna go try it, and then I would never
Yeah.
do it again,
Yeah.
just to say
And
that I tried it.
I feel like at Starbucks, the qualifications of the workers probably wouldn't be like enough for a full lunch
Mhm.
menu.
You're
It
gonna
would
have to have
change. It would
kitchens
change
and everything.
Starbucks. Like I wouldn't feel like I was going to Starbucks anymore. I feel like I'd go to a restaurant, and that's not what I go to Starbucks for.
They need to focus on their coffee.
Yeah, like I feel like it would take
Agree.
away from like the quality of the coffee and like the quality of the food wouldn't be. Either they would continue to focus on coffee and like just not really care about their food and just serve it, or they would care about their food and like the quality of the coffee would go down.
Do you think it would turn into too much of something like a McDonald's or
Yeah.
The atmosphere would be.
It would just change what Starbucks is to people, and no one wants Starbucks to change. So
Yeah.
The atmosphere would be thrown
Thrown
off.
off
It's just be like a
completely.
quiet. I don't want to like
Yeah,
go into
I think it should be
Starbucks,
busy.
sit in a chair, and hear them scraping a grilled cheese off the grill.
well, they have grilled cheese, so
I mean, but it's not like that. You know what I'm saying? Or like flip a burger. I don't want to, you know,
Smell the.
I would
Smell-
as-
yeah.
smell the. I want to smell the coffee.
I would assume that it would probably be kind of expensive too, to
Yeah.
actually get like
Oh.
a big sandwich. I mean, the coffee's expensive. I don't know why a big sandwich
Yeah.
would be expensive.
Yeah, exactly.
So, would you ever compare Starbucks to a Panera or to a McAllister's?
no,
No.
never.
Not at this
Those
point.
aren't even in the same category.
Yeah.
Because why?
Because Starbucks is for
You go to
coffee. Like,
dinner
I
for
think of
Panera.
coffee when I go to Starbucks.
Yeah.
And I think of like snacks when I go to Starbucks. And I think of Panera and McAllister's, I think of meals. Like I'm going there to eat, not
Mhm.
to drink.
Yeah, and McAllister's is a separate category for me. It's just like low and low quality. It's just no. I get so sick to my stomach just thinking about it.
Well,
And
I
then
like
Panera
There's buzz.
is like high quality, like expensive. So is Starbucks. So I go to them. But Panera is a meal. Starbucks is a drink.
Everybody share that view?
I mean, I don't have.
So if you say
McAllister's.
Starbucks is a
Yeah.
drink, then do you think they should just get rid of their food?
No, because
No.
I like
If you're
the.
there studying, you get hungry, and
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
just go
I
conveniently
like
grab a little snack, but you're not like, I don't want to.
So they should
Double
just like
pound
stick
burger.
to snack food.
Yes,
I like
yeah,
the
where they're at.
option of something while you're there,
Yeah.
but like, I don't think that should be added on like it. Like what we were saying earlier, like the menu is like good as it is, like it doesn't, if it went any like further, I think it would be excessive.
Yeah. And like they have breakfast sandwiches, so it can be like something kind of hot, and then you can get like a pound cake or something that's non, and you can warm it up if you want to. But so I like that. There's a little bit of
Variation.
yeah.
And they have snack foods for like they have a breakfast grab and go kind of menu. They have their lunch with those little like the flat breads you can get, and then they have like maybe a dinner with I don't know.
And grilled cheese.
Yeah.
But it's not like
And then like
too
crackers
much.
and cheese and grapes they have for like lunches.
Which is
Still
the.
good.
Cause they have like the
together.
plastic, kinda like a box, and it has like grapes and cheese and
Oh,
crackers in
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. Like kinda like, what
Yeah.
is that, the
Yeah.
already prepackaged stuff, yeah.
So I think it's fun and stuff.
Okay. Has anything at Starbucks ever made you regret the experience?
Their chai latte, the vanilla chai latte, I did not enjoy that. It tastes like sour milk to me.
What, you got?
It was not something that I enjoyed.
Yeah.
I tried it and I like was done with it.
The chocolate chai, cause I'm a huge chai person, and they introduced the chocolate chai last year, and it's good.
Our Stillwater Starbucks has a lot of flies. In that little
Yes, it
corner,
does.
that kind of bothers me
I feel like,
sometimes.
The
I
flies.
mean,
It was a
soda
fly.
in general has a ton of flies, like, everywhere you go, you're seeing flies.
There was a fly in the like bake section, pastry section, like flying around, and it just, I didn't wanna eat anymore. That's why I think
technically
landed
it
on that
was-
pound
that'd be
cake.
anywhere though.
Yeah, but still.
Like, have you had a bad experience?
Oh,
That made you not.
it's not a bad experience, but something that would make my experience better. At the inn, like at least in Stillwater, and I mean, no, at everyone, because I've noticed none of them have it. After you go through the drive-thru, they need to have a trash can, because that, like, I most of the time always have like trash in my car. When I'm getting new things, I like throw things away, and you can't hand anything through the window. Like that's illegal. I'm pretty sure. Like they can't take it, so they need to have. They have like this like sign that says "Thank you" as you're leaving. The one in Stillwater, and I always throw stuff at it because I think it's trash. Like I literally like toss. I'm like, oh, like, that wasn't even a trash can, and then I have to get out of my car and like pick it up and put it back in my car. Just inconvenient.
I don't think there's anything that's made me not wanna go back.
Yeah, I've always gone back, but just make my experience better. Yeah.
I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
That says a lot for business.
You
being
said
able
you
to do
had bad
anything.
customer service.
There were a couple locations around my area that I've had bad service, so I would just not go to that specific location anymore, but
Just go to a
like
different
that?
Starbucks.
Hmm?
Just go to a different
a different
Starbucks.
Starbucks, yeah, I just wouldn't go to that location.
So was it important to you to stay at Starbucks? It didn't persuade you to go to a different coffee?
Nope, still wanted Starbucks, just didn't wanna go there.
Anybody else have anything to share?
Not really bad experience at Starbucks.
Okay, how does Starbucks match up with your expectations?
Pretty well.
Pretty low, yeah.
And then,
Yeah, pretty well.
necessarily, what are the expectations that you have for them?
I think Starbucks did set my expectations for a coffee shop. If I had expectations for a coffee shop, this highest standard I would have
Yeah.
is Starbucks.
Good.
And then everything would have to meet it. Cause there's not really another cafe or like coffee cafe or like, you know, small like eatery or like drink place that compares, you know.
There's nothing that's even as big as
Yeah.
Starbucks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so popular for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
And
doing
it
something
has-
right.
Yeah, they're just the atmosphere at every Starbucks is spot on. The drinks are always spot on. They have
Yeah,
a variety of
like-
food.
I don't think I've ever gotten bad service at Starbucks. Like sometimes it could be slow or like the drink could be wrong, but like talking about like actual like service, like I feel like everyone's always been polite and like fast and responsive, just a good experience.
Just like a fast-paced, low-light situation is what I expected.
A
Dark
fast
wood.
pace with a
Dark wood. And then good low music.
It's
Nothing
quick-
too mainstream.
It's quick, but they still care. Mainstream.
Elaborate on that.
Like I expect artists that aren't on the top charts to be played at Starbucks.
But still, before it's popular.
I expect them to be, I expect like a unique experience all the way down to the music being really unique. Like I want to Shazam a song maybe while I'm there, is what I expect.
Yeah. That's a great way to put it.
That's why I stay there all the time. Music out here.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I feel like that.
You wanna say stuff?
I know. This is the longest I've ever been quiet.
I have discovered people
Do,
do this.
do.
I've discovered like some of my like favorite artists from the free samples. Like I'll just
Yeah.
like pick it up and I'm like, oh yeah, and I'll listen to their music. I'll be like, okay, download whole thing.
Yeah, I have a playlist on Spotify that is completely inspired by songs that I've heard at Starbucks. And it was Vitamin String Quartet, which is a band that just plays instrumentals of music. So I would sit there and study and guess the instrumentals of the music, because they do like hit songs, but it's just like their own like music.
So you weren't really studying.
Yeah, I feel like that's
You
a
were
pretty
studying.
Yeah, I was sitting there.
I was studying, you guessing.
But so
I was studying, but I was guessing
the music is a big deal at Starbucks.
See, I never really go in and sit inside.
Yeah, I'm always
So-
drive through.
So why not? How about that?
I just don't have a desire to sit inside. Like normally, I'm just on the go when I want coffee. Like, I study like at home or maybe in the library. I don't really go other places. So, I mean, they're fast. I mean,
If I'm
so-
with friends, I will usually go inside, like if we're just like, well, let me rephrase that. Like people that I haven't seen in a while, and like we wanna catch up, like Starbucks I feel like is a location like that's neutral that everyone likes and it's just a good atmosphere, but like if I'm going like with like my best friends or like anyone in my family, like it's just gonna be through the drive-thru, cause I mean, I don't feel like the need to sit down and be like, how's your life? Because I know how their life is going, so it's quick and easy through the drive-thru, so I don't see the point of, I'm really lazy, so I don't wanna get out of my car, honestly.
What kind of people do you think are the ones that go and sit inside Starbucks?
Business people, I see a lot
Yeah.
of people like working on their computers in like suits and then like nice business clothes, and a lot of high schoolers. A lot of high schoolers go there and like work on homework and like projects and, because it's free Wi-Fi and a lot of people, I mean, if they don't have Wi-Fi, it's a good place to go.
peaceful.
Yeah.
Studious.
Yeah, it's very
people.
studious.
Studious people go in Starbucks. That's a great
Yeah.
adjective.
I study there a lot.
We're getting noticed.
So I don't have any more questions for you guys. Are there any final comments you want to add? Anything about Starbucks you think should be known?
About like their addition like to food menus, like if their drinks or their food menu is overwhelming, like would you guys go there more or less if they continue to expand that?
Less is more with their food.
Yeah,
Yeah.
For sure.
I agree.
They're gonna hurt themselves if they do more. It's
Yeah.
gonna be too much.
And like on their drink variety as well.
I think their drink variety is
You can make
pretty,
anything at Starbucks.
Yeah, I think they're good with making more, like, they can make.
You can make your
can
own
make
stuff
them.
with anything they have.
yeah, I feel like if you were adding stuff, it would just kind of be pointless, because I feel like with their like main items that they get, like their new things that they come out, there's something always tweaked about it, so it's like you might as well just create it yourself. That way you can get it to your perfect liking without changing what they have it to be.
They introduced the soda, like not long ago, and I
Soda?
don't know how successful it has been. I would never get it.
Probably not, since
They
you
have
don't
like
know
a
about it.
cola, or
I've
like
heard
a,
of it.
they have like
but
a
I don't
cola.
even see it on their menu, like when I go in there. I see it on Twitter. And
Yeah.
They like advertise it
But I
themselves.
wanna go try
And
it.
they have like a
Yeah.
lemon lime, or like their Sprite, I
Their
guess.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It is kind of weird.
I saw it on the menu like weeks ago. I just don't know how, I don't think that was successful.
That's not why you go.
Yeah, I think that
Yeah.
was, I don't think that was successful based on like just like my friends and my experiences. I've never heard of anybody getting that.
Yeah.
So I guess that just like goes to prove our point is where like less is more. Like, don't add stuff that's pointless. That's just gonna cost money to make that you're not gonna get any demand for.
You're gonna lose money in advertising and stuff
Yeah.
like that because
Yeah.
it's not profitable.
I think they're just trying like to compete and come out with something new that another company hasn't thought of yet, but it's just a
Yeah, but they
flop.
don't need to, well,
Yeah.
the thing about, like, they don't need to, they're Starbucks, like, they
Yeah.
are the top dog of coffee places, like, you don't need to try and one up other people because you one up them already.
I think they're probably just afraid too, like if somebody does, like if Dunkin' Donuts comes out, we don't have one here, but if they come up with a pumpkin spice and it's just as good, but it's cheaper,
Yeah.
I mean, they're most likely not gonna lower their prices, so they're just gonna try to find something different.
Yeah, but I feel like even if
It's a good idea.
they came out with something that was cheaper, people are still gonna be like, well, no.
We're gonna go to
Starbucks.
Starbucks
Yeah.
because
It's
OGs.
Starbucks, yeah, I mean, like, even if like Java Days or something had something that I liked better, still probably gonna go to Starbucks because it's Starbucks.
Yeah. It's like stop while you're ahead kind of deal. Like they're ahead of the game, they need to stop trying to. like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
No,
Yeah.
stop on your head, that was a really good way of putting it.
I know.